In the bustling little town of Maplewood, there lived two best friends, Theophilus and Garvey. They did everything together, rode their bikes through puddles, built forts in the park, and dreamed up wild adventures that always made them laugh until their sides hurt. Theophilus was cheerful and curious, always coming up with ideas. Garvey was brave and bold, ready to try anything new. But there was one thing Theophilus sometimes forgot: to take responsibility when things went wrong. If a window broke, he'd say, "It wasn't me." If a mess appeared, he'd point and say, "Garvey did it." Garvey didn't like getting blamed, but he didn't want to argue with his best friend either, until one sunny Saturday, when everything changed. The big art day. The Maplewood Community Center was hosting its annual Art Day, where kids painted murals on big wooden boards that would later decorate the town park. Theophilus and Garvey were excited. They had been assigned a huge panel to paint a rainbow over a meadow full of flowers and butterflies. They set up their brushes, paints, and water cups. "Let's make this the most colorful mural ever," Theophilus said with a grin. Garvey nodded. "I'll paint the butterflies and you can paint the rainbow." Everything was going perfectly until Theophilus decided to climb onto a stool to reach the top corner. He dipped his brush into a big can of bright blue paint and stretched out too far. "Careful, Theo," Garvey warned. But before he could finish the sentence, splash! The paint can tipped, spilling bright blue paint all over the ground, splattering Garvey's shoes and dripping down another kid's painting nearby. Everyone gasped. The room went silent. Mrs. Penny, the art teacher, rushed over. "Oh dear, what happened here?" Theophilus froze. His cheeks turned pink. He looked at the mess, then at Garvey, and quietly whispered, it was Garvey's fault. The blame game. Garvey's eyes widened. "What? Theo, that's not true. You knocked it over." But Theophilus couldn't meet his eyes. "You were supposed to hold the stool," he said quickly. Mrs. Penny sighed. "Accidents happen, but we must be honest and careful. We'll have to clean this up before anyone continues." Garvey felt his chest tighten. He hadn't done anything wrong, yet now everyone was looking at him like he did. That afternoon, Garvey cleaned the paint-stained floor by himself, while Theophilus painted quietly, pretending everything was fine. But it wasn't fine. The weight of the spill. When Theophilus got home that night, he couldn't stop thinking about Garvey's face, hurt, surprised, and disappointed. He tossed and turned in bed, hearing Mrs. Penny's words in his head. "Accidents happen, but we must be honest and careful." He knew what he had to do. The next morning, Theophilus raced to the art center. Garvey was already there, sitting on a bench, brushing the dried blue paint off his shoes. Theophilus took a deep breath. "Garvey, I need to tell you something." Garvey looked up, quiet but curious. "I lied," Theophilus said. "It wasn't your fault. I was standing on the stool and spilled the paint. I just didn't want to get in trouble, but I hurt you instead." Garvey's expression softened. "I know," he said quietly, "but I was waiting for you to say it." Theophilus frowned. "Are you mad at me?" Garvey smiled gently. "A little, but mostly I'm proud of you for telling the truth. That takes courage." Making it right. Theophilus went straight to Mrs. Penny and admitted what happened. She nodded with a kind smile. "Thank you for being honest, Theophilus. Taking responsibility isn't easy, but it's the right thing to do. How about we clean the brushes together and repaint that section?" So the two boys got to work. They scrubbed, laughed, and repainted the sky an even brighter blue. By the end of the day, their mural looked more beautiful than before, and their friendship felt stronger too. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.